Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with, well, some questions and some discussions. Let's put it that way. Some reviews and some philosophical musing. Well, not so much philosophical, just musing about the complete Brahms chamber works. Now, I was looking around on Amazon and I saw that this was still around. I mean, I have it already, but it was still around. But then I looked a little closer and it's used and it's this. And then I thought, wow, gee, isn't this great? It's still in print and it's coming from a major label. Well, the major label was Philips, which no longer exists. Now it's Decca. So this is an old pressing, an old print of a wonderful set that I want to talk about because I just want to go through it because the performances are wonderful. You know, if the major labels should do anything, it should be to keep the core repertoire available in their best performances with the major artists that they ceaselessly promoted over the decades. And that's exactly what they're not doing. I mean, yes, they're glopping everything together in big, huge, crazy boxes. But as many of you have pointed out, those boxes aren't necessarily helpful or useful because most of us who want to listen to great music want to listen to music by the great composers. And you want it organized by composer. You know, there are some artists, yes, everyone has their groupies, artists have their groupies and they follow the artist everywhere. And I know that happens. But the reality is it's very much more convenient and it makes the most sense to deal with a composer's legacy and in a logical, organized fashion with the best artists who are on the label making those records over and over again. It's not like they don't have choice. I mean, these major labels have sometimes dozens of performances to choose from of the same stuff. Now, when it comes to Brahms, I mean, Brahms's output is rather easily categorized. There's vocal stuff, songs and choral works, and then there's orchestral music, which is a very small little clump, and then there's chamber music. And that's Brahms. And piano works can be separate, too. You could make them separate. And that's Brahms. So let's say 4 categories. And there are complete Brahms editions out. Deutsche Grammophon has one. I have it sitting over there on top of the bookshelf. But, Brahms being one of the, 3 or 4 absolute greatest composers of chamber music in the second half of the 19th century, it would only make sense, it seems to me, to keep his chamber music available. I mean, just in a box. It's so convenient. And then to sell it accordingly. I mean, there was a DG edition. Here it is, which is gone. I mean, subsumed into the complete Brahms edition, more or less. But still, I mean, it should be available separately because most people will have some of the others of it. They may not want that big a box. And getting all the Brahms chamber music, which fits onto 11 or 12 CDs, it's 11 CDs here, is very, very handy. So let me just tell you what's in this, and you'll get a sense of what I'm talking about because I just find it incomprehensible that these things are not kept available. I suppose this could be a ripe for reissue talk as well. But even there, it's just somehow that seems too small for the magnitude of what's going on here, what these people should be doing. I don't know. I'm so baffled. So what do you get? You get the piano trios with the Beaux Arts Trio, of course, and they're excellent performances, lovely, lovely performances, and including the trio for piano, clarinet, and cello, and with George Peterson. It's just wonderful music making. Then you get the violin sonatas with Arthur Grumiaux and Georgi Sebok. I mean, yeah, right? That should never be out of print. I mean, yes, it's in the huge Grumiaux box, but I mean, most people want Brahms for Brahms, right? However wonderful Grumiaux is. And then you've got the piano quintet in F minor and the string quintet in F. And these are with members of the Berlin Philharmonic Octet with Werner Haas piano. I mean, those performances aren't that well known, but they're very, very beautiful. Then we have, the string quintet and the clarinet quintet with the same crew and members of the Berlin Philharmonic. The piano quartets are with the Beaux Arts Trio and Walter Trampler. Extra viola and like that. And the cello sonatas are with Janos Starker and Georgi Sebok, who was a wonderful pianist, by the way, and it's nice to have his contributions memorialized. The clarinet sonatas with George Peterson and Hepzibah Menuhin. The string quartets are with the Quartetto Italiano, and they don't get better than that, believe you me. And these sextets are again with the Berlin Philharmonic Octet, and that's the complete Brahms chamber music. It's very, very straightforward. I think it is anyway. Where's the horn trio? Wait a minute. Just let's see where that went. Oh yes, here it is. It's with the Beaux Arts Trio. Pardon me. And the hornist is Francis Orval. So okay, you could do the clarinet sonatas for viola, I suppose, which they don't do, but they're here otherwise as clarinet sonatas. It's the complete Brahms chamber music, and it's a very, very fine set. If you could still find it, I know it's available used. It's bizarre. Just bizarre. That's all I have to say about it. It makes no sense to me what they're doing. These things should always stay in print, period. And people should be able to grab them. It's such an easy and it would be so kind. The labels, they're not nice to music listeners. Be kind, be helpful. Let them, find and encounter and discover the music in an easy and digestible way. Well, why bother? Really, why do they, what are they thinking? I have no idea. So there you go. I'm done rambling, and that's my feeling about it. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.